Hey guys, so what I'm gonna do today is my everyday makeup. I don't really know what I'm doing every day, so what I did is I brought everything that I normally have, like in my bathroom, that I kind of cycle between. So just depending on how I feel, how my skin feels, what's going on that day, I choose between different foundations and choose between different powders. So I literally brought everything out here so that you would basically see what I go through on a daily basis, kind of choosing and deciding on what products to use. So without further ado, let's just get this started. The first thing that I'm gonna do is prime my face with MAC's, what is this, Natural Radiance Primer. This one is in yellow. So just a couple pumps of this and just blend it into my skin. So that's like this. Perfect. Nice and red. So what I'm gonna do next is today I'm gonna use Face and Body Foundation. This one is gonna be in N2. And I'm gonna apply that with a beauty blender. And I'm just going to take that and just press it into my skin. That is the starting amount of foundation that I kind of put on. And then from there, I add concealers and highlighters and things. So I'm going to do a pump of the Pro Longwear Concealer. This one is in NW20. And then what we're gonna do is a little bit of the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance, well, the Prep and Prime pen. And we're gonna do that as well. And we're gonna use the Beauty Blender again. So I'm gonna take the concealer first, and I'm just going to dot this underneath my eyes and blend that out. What I like about this primer is it just doesn't separate, and that's like the best thing, especially for under my eyes. And then from there, I'm gonna take the concealer and run it down the middle of my nose and just blend that out. And then the center of the forehead. So now that I have all of that concealed, and the Prep and Prime locks itself onto the skin, so it almost acts as a primer. So when I put the highlighter, that highlighting pen on, it grips nicely and stays put all day. And I'm putting this a little bit lower, so it's more underneath the actual bag of my eye. So when I blend it in, it's gonna help highlight that. And then I'm bringing that all the way up my cheekbone as well. And that is about all of the liquids that I'm gonna put on my skin. What I do next is shape the face and highlight and contour and all that stuff with powder. So what I'm gonna do is take Medium Plus Studio Care Blend. Mine is old, it has a little hole in it, but it's my own thing. So a little bit of this with an angled brush. Take this, and I'm gonna skip everywhere that I put highlight, so I'm just gonna lightly blend this into where I'm gonna be placing my contour. So we're basically setting the foundation and not setting the highlight. What's nice about the Care Blend is that it has an oil-based powder, so it is an oil-based powder. And what's nice about that is you can put on a lot of powder and still make it feel very believable and natural looking skin, and it doesn't feel like it gets too heavy. And it's one of the few powders that's actually going to be hydrating to the skin. So if you are more dry, you can use Studio Care Blend to powder yourself without over drying yourself and making your skin look like a little cakey or dry or flaky or anything like that. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna take the Skin Finish Natural in Light, same brush, just because it's my own face, and I'm going to just lightly dust the light through the highlight. I like the mineral powder to set my highlight because it has a very light sheen to it, so it doesn't get rid of that iridescent effect. And after that is done, I go in with, I'm gonna go in with a little, what is this, 133? 183? Don't even know, but the number is rubbed off. But I'm going to use this with a couple different products. I'm going to take it with bronzer. This is in Matte Bronze. And I'm just going to work this into the cheek. So it's a very light, gradual contour down the sides of my nose. And through the hairline. This brings back color, dimension to the makeup so it doesn't feel so monotone. We'll take this one, the Real Techniques Blender Contour Brush. That's exactly what we're gonna do with it anyway. We're gonna take Harmony Blush with the contour brush, and I'm going to place it more strategically into the contour of my cheek. So it just gives you a little bit more shadow. What I do next is we'll take a Sephora Professional Foundation Brush 59. This is the old packaging, but it's basically the same brush that it is now. I'm gonna take that and just use the side of it with my Lightscapade. Definitely not how you're supposed to use this brush, but this is how I use it. I like using it on the side because it's a very dense bristle brush, so you can really press it and work it into the skin. With Lightscapade, it's just going to make it a nice sheeny, glistening highlight through the cheekbone, and really pushing it, pressing it into the skin. Make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. What I like is like once you get the feel of like brushes and getting to know how to use them and how they feel in your hand and how they feel in your face is like, especially like just with what I just did, is you can really feel where your cheekbone is through the brush. So you can really follow the bone itself all the way up. So you get a very precise placement of highlight so it doesn't kind of just sporadically go everywhere. Yeah, just practice. And the last thing I normally do on a daily basis is blush. I'm just gonna put that on with, let's just put it on with this big, huge brush. Real Techniques blush brush. That's actually what it's for. It's a little bit of blush on there, and I'm just going to bring that up through the cheek. Next, like the final thing that I always do every day is Fix Plus. I just drench my face completely in Fix Plus. So that way, it re-emulsifies everything on my skin, everything gets nice and blended together. It puts a nice thin layer of basically glycerin on top of the makeup, locks it in place, makes sure that everything is smooth. Every piece of powder that you put on is now hydrated and then can lay flat against the skin so that you don't have anything that looks thick or cakey or powdery or anything like that. So you get a nice smooth finish throughout the makeup. And once this sets, it's not gonna have too much of a high shine. It is gonna have some sort of shine, but that's a nice healthy glow to me and I don't really mind it. I do like matte skin, but especially with it being summer, June already, like I can't even believe. Having a little bit more of a dewy finish to the makeup makes you feel like you're not wearing as much, even if you are wearing a ton of makeup. The more hydration that you have in your skin, the better the makeup is gonna look no matter what. If you are oily, I would probably recommend not using as much Fix Plus, or using Fix Plus more as a toner at the beginning of your makeup instead of setting your whole face with it. And you can just keep your makeup looking a little bit more matte longer. So those are all of my tricks and tips for getting your makeup, I don't know, on for the day. This is just what I've been normally doing for the past, I don't know, couple months, couple weeks, for a while now, and everyone's seeming to like the way that my skin looks in videos and in pictures. So this is really it. I just either decide between Face and Body Foundation or Makeup Forever HD, just depending on how much coverage I'm looking for that day. Face and Body if I don't want as much coverage, Makeup Forever if I feel like I need a little bit more. And then it's basically the same powders, same contouring, same highlighting. Sometimes I change it up, but that's just for the day. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I will see all of you again soon. Thanks, bye.